hurdle over the extended 2 miles, and Richard Johnson has got Rooster Booster anchored in last place as they go towards the first flight. It's Hardy Eustace who picks up in front from West End of the white-faced Limerick Boy, and then Hasty Prince over on the far side. Specular in the green cap on JP McManus's green and gold hoop jacket is close up with Gios on the near side, and the white and the blue cap, red cap on the left is Photo Island, Foreman in a white cap, and then Davenport Millennium over on the far side, held up at the back there. Rooster Booster looking on. He'll have to pass his 13 rivals to retain his championship as they run towards the second. It's Hardy Eustace that leads the way by 3 lengths to Limerick Boy, and then Specular and West Ender on the inside. Gios is wider out is Photo Island, and then behind these Hasty Prince and Foreman. Rigmarole is back in the field, about 6 horses from the end, followed by Davenport Millennium and Self-Defense. Intersky Falcon also waited with behind him Golden Cross, and Rooster Booster about 12 or 15 lengths off the pace. Running in front of the stands towards the back straight then, and Hardy Eustace hasn't gone blazing away, probably not the fastest pace, medium gallop I'd say. Hardy Eustace to Limerick Boy. Specular is third, Gios on the outside of West Ender, last year's runner-up. Photo Island is caught a little bit wide then of Foreman and Hasty Prince back on the inner, tracked by Rigmarole and Davenport Millennium from Self-Defense into Sky Falcon. Rooster Booster has now demoted Golden Cross to be last. Heading towards flight number 3, Hardy Eustace by about a length to Limerick Boy as they stream over it and all jump it cleanly. The 2 leaders about 3 lengths clear of Specular with Photo Island on the outside. West Ender is back on the inner then. Gios is nudged along. Hasty Prince right up the inside of Foreman, and then Rigmarole behind these. Reminder for Gios. Out wide is Self-Defense, and then still towards the rear into Sky Falcon, Davenport Millennium, Rooster Booster and Golden Cross as they clear the next. Golden Cross just a little bit detached now. They begin to climb the hill on the far side then in the 2004 Smurfit Champion Hurdle, and it's Hardy Eustace joined by Limerick Boy on the outside. They match strides, followed closely by the ex-Australian horse Specular with Photo Island wide as they jump the next. Clean jumps by the leaders there. West Ender back in the field in about 5th or 6th with moving up a shade Rigmarole. Rooster Booster beginning to improve now. The old grey horse going up into the midfield with Gios losing ground in behind. Golden Cross is still last. Top of the hill then, they've got 3 flights left to jump, and it's Hardy Eustace that's going to lead them on the descent here, and he's led all the way so far. Hardy Eustace, Limerick Boys, we join them at racing pace flat out. Photo Island is wide, then Specular, followed behind these by Rigmarole, and also close up is Foreman, and there goes Rooster Booster making ground very quickly indeed, and the crowd rise to that, and Richard Johnson has to take a pull. He is going so well, running towards the second last. Hardy Eustace still in front from Photo Island. Limerick Boy, West Ender on the inside, Rooster Booster stalking them as they go towards 2 out. Intersky Falcon is also picking up ground as they jump the second last. Hardy Eustace, Photo Island, Rooster Booster will look for a run round the inside. Then in behind them is Foreman in the headgear, and Intersky Falcon still under a patient ride from West Ender. Hardy Eustace, here comes Rooster Booster laying down the challenge once again as they go to the final flight, and Rooster Booster takes it up as he did 12 months ago. Rooster Booster, Hardy Eustace though is battling on very gaily, and he's a very stout stare, and Rooster Booster is flattening out, and it's Hardy Eustace, last year's Sun Alliance winner, who's going to make just about all, and Hardy Eustace wins the champion hurdle. Rooster Booster, nothing left up the hill. Third into Sky Falcon, Foreman is 4th, then West Ender, followed by Photo Island, Golden Cross and Rigmarole disappointing. Specular, Self-Defense, Hasty Prince, Limerick Boy and Davenport Millennium. Well, it looked as though it was going to be a repeat of last year when Rooster Booster challenged at the last, but this horse, Hardy Eustace, in the hands of Conor O'Dwyer, had plenty left, too much left in the tank up the hill. We saw Rooster Booster pulling hard, travelling very strongly, got into the race very quickly going up the hill. And Hardy Eustace, who 12 months ago came home in the Royal and Sun Alliance hurdle in the hands of the late and much missed Kieran Kelly. Well, he's done it again here at Cheltenham. 12 months on, he was in the Coral Cup here tomorrow over what would have been, before the race, seemed likely to be his best distance over 2 miles 5. He's dropped back in trip to win the championship.
It's a very emotional moment, this. Every jockey, and the champ has just paid his respects to Conor O'Dwyer, who's got the biggest smile I've ever seen, the happiest man in the world. And here comes the other. Oh, lovely. Tell us what it's like.
Oh, can't describe it. Fantastic. Just especially with the clearance situation,
Yes.
you know, it's just makes it all the more emotional.
The tactics paid off. Desi said, go and make it.
Yeah, we had to make him go in the last time when we'd no pace, and he ran very well to just be touched off by George's guy. No, worked well. Jump super, and I knew when the great eye came here, I knew it'd pick up a bit, you know, but didn't think it'd pick up that much.
Enjoy it. You could go round again.
Well, a 33-1 winner, that'll help the bookmakers in their battle with the punters, but this Hardy Eustace, so tough when winning the Royal and Sun Alliance hurdle last year. Been campaigning over a bit further, and many thought the drop back because he'd have to do it all himself be against him, but he did it all himself, and Conor O'Dwyer, wily as a bag of foxes, kept enough in reserve for that Cheltenham Hill. Rooster Booster anchored at the back early, made his ground and made it pretty quick, and he came there, switched from the out towards the outer to the inner as they came off the bend, but he didn't have enough to get to Hardy Eustace, and Hardy Eustace pulled more and more out. Carried out in his shield is what Mac would say about Rooster Booster, but you can't take it away from the winner of this, Hardy Eustace, brought along to the day by Desi Hughes, with, I don't doubt, the assistance of his son Richard.
How the bookmakers incredulously were cheering home the counter-thrusting Hardy Eustace, who was 40 and 33 to 1 this morning. Same on the course, 40 to 1 into double carpet, 33 to 1, the 10th.